I didn't plan to wake up at 3:17 a.m., but fate rarely asks permission. The hallway was dark. The only light bleeding into the house came from the office, his office. A cold, flickering blue spilled across the carpet. He should have been in bed beside me. He wasn't. I padded closer, sleepy irritation turning into something heavier. There he was, my husband, slumped in his chair, mouth slightly open, asleep. The computer screen still glowing. I leaned in to nudge him awake, and then I saw it. My hand froze mid-air. On the monitor, messages I was never meant to read. Pictures I was never meant to see. Him with her. Not some stranger, not just anyone. My sister. Two betrayals, perfectly intertwined. My breath turned to ice, the kind that doesn't melt. No wife should ever have to see something like that. But I didn't scream, didn't wake him, didn't storm or crumble. I simply watched his sleeping face and wondered how long it would take before he realized I wasn't the same woman anymore. We weren't always broken. I remember the first time he held my hand, warm, reassuring. He looked at me like I was his matched destiny. We built a home on promises, mine genuine, his borrowed. There were Sundays making breakfast in pajamas, laughing so hard we forgot the world outside. My sister, she was the one who told me he was good, who raised the toast at our wedding, who smiled at me with a secret already forming. And I, foolish and trusting, believed happiness was finally mine. But love doesn't disappear all at once. It erodes, like a shoreline losing ground every time the waves recede. Late nights became normal, his phone a glued extension of his hand, a password on everything that once belonged to us. When I asked, he'd kiss my forehead and say, "Work is chaos right now, don't worry, don't worry." Such convenient words. The scent of an unfamiliar perfume on his coat, a slip, my sister saying he sent her flowers as a thank you. A laugh they shared too freely at family dinners. Little puzzles, unclear, innocent, until they weren't. That night, the puzzle completed itself on pixels and lies. I wish I could say heartbreak swallowed me, but something else took its place. Clarity. I closed his laptop gently, letting the betrayal simmer into purpose. First step, secure everything that was mine. Second, move his money where he wouldn't think to check until it was too late. Third, gather proof. Screenshots, logs, backups, truth weaponized. I didn't warn him. I played loving wife perfectly, cooking his favorite meals, smiling like nothing cut me, kissing lips that tasted of deceit and victory. One night, he kissed back too eagerly, relieved that he'd gotten away with it. I almost laughed. Let him enjoy the illusion. I waited for the right night, a family dinner. Everyone gathered, parents, cousins, and, yes, my sister. He took my hand under the table. I let him. When dessert arrived, I stood, calm, composed. There's something important I need to share with everyone. He looked up at me with lazy affection, like a man confident in his control. My sister's smile twitched. She knew before I spoke. "I just want you all to see what true love looks like," I said, lifting the remote to the TV behind me. A click. His messages projected across the screen. His photos, their faces, their words. Gasps filled the room. His hand released mine like I burned him. My sister's breath hitched, color draining from her cheeks. He stammered, excuses, lies scrambling to hold form. "No," I cut in, voice sharp enough to draw blood. "Please, don't speak. Not here. Not after everything you two enjoyed in secret. Please, let's talk privately," he pleaded. I smiled. "We will. In court." I turned to my family. "Thank you for coming. I just needed witnesses." I walked out with my head high and spine steel straight. Behind me, the kingdom of lies collapsed. He chased me home, desperate. "What do you want? We can fix this." "Fix?" I repeated. "You replaced me with my own blood." He grabbed my arm. I didn't flinch. "You're not leaving me," he hissed. "You can't just—" I already did. I handed him the envelope, divorce papers already signed on my side. Financial accounts emptied from his reach. His job notified of his workplace violations. My sister's fiancé informed with screenshots. One by one, the pillars of his life toppled. He stared, horror dawning like a sunrise he couldn't stop. "You took everything," he whispered. "No," I corrected softly. "I simply reclaimed what was already mine. And I made sure you lost what wasn't." I left him kneeling on the floor of the home we built, a king finally understanding he was replaceable. Now, as I close this chapter, I realize something important. Betrayal didn't break me. It sharpened me. He found out who took his place. Not another man. Me. The woman he underestimated. The wife he wounded. The storm he awakened. And I don't regret a single move.